With millions facing starvation and nearly the entire population teetering on the brink of poverty, Afghanistan is facing the worst humanitarian crisis. The international community has yet to recognize the militant group as Afghanistan's de facto rulers. In a bid to stop the hardline Islamists from accessing the money, world's leading powers have cut off funding, which has led to a collapse in public finances. A report.
Amid increasing terrorism and humanitarian crisis, Afghanistan is battling to survive. An issue that is causing immediate concern after the Taliban takeover is the country's profound financial crisis. Recently, Afghanistan's national currency fell to a record low after losing over 5% of its value in one day. The Afghani was traded below 100 for $1 for the first time since being issued 20 years ago. Some Afghan experts attribute the continuous devaluation to the freezing of the country's $7 billion in foreign reserves by the United States. Another reason behind the sharp decline is the rising concern that Afghan banks could collapse. The Kabul-based My1 Bank, one of the country's 5 largest commercial banks, has failed to make foreign currency exchanges for almost 3 weeks. The drastic currency fluctuation has drawn complaints from many merchants who are worried about the unstable situation.
ما تمام مردم افغانستان از بین الملل خواهش میکنه چون پول مردم افغانستان است و ما خواهش میکنیم که در این مورد دنیا هم در مربوط از این قضیه برای مردم افغانستان کمک خدا باید بکنه.
The deteriorating situation in Afghanistan represents an ongoing security threat far beyond its borders. Stability, both political and financial, is certainly in the best interests of the people of Afghanistan and everyone else. In a war-torn country, job opportunities are limited, which has affected the finances of people. Many households in Afghanistan are struggling to meet their basic food needs. And in such a crisis, women cannot support their families as they are still banned from public services jobs in many sectors. Afghan women think they are losing battle to remain visible under Taliban.
این رقم وضعیتی که همراه زنها اختیار کردن من فکر میکنم که باز زنها اینا رو حمایت نمیکنن. امید میکنم که هر قدر زودتر میتونن در سیاستهای خود تغییرات مثبت بیارن و سیاستشون واضح شود که سیاست داخلیشون چیه، سیاست خارجیشون چی است تا یک مردم دیگه از این حالت گنگسی و گیچی برای که نمیفهمن که افغانستان به کدام طرف روان است.
The Taliban's human rights record, in particular with respect to women and ethnic minorities, shows the reluctance of the international community to legitimize the regime. No one wants to fund the Taliban regime. But the Afghan civilians should not be punished for the actions of a regime brought upon them by force. Denial of financial support could affect the Afghan people for generations to come.